What's up, YouTube? This your boy Shino. Wanna go back here like mono. What's poppin' though? Welcome back to some Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire potential gym leader rematch teams. Basically, as you guys know, these are gonna be my personal thoughts and my personal opinions on basically what Pokemon I want to see on the rematch teams, if there are rematches in this game. You know, this is a little bit of a speculation, almost if I'm just guessing what's gonna be in the game. You know, these are my personal thoughts and my personal opinions. If you have your own personal thoughts and your own personal opinions, be sure to leave those in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning member, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, because you know what's about to happen. You know we about to get it on, and we about to get it on and popping and talk about basically the structure of the team, why I chose each Pokemon, what Pokemon is there, and why, what reasons are they there for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. Alright guys, so talking about Brawly a little bit. Brawly is a fighting type gym leader. He's also known as the #2 gym leader in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I almost said Alpha and Omega, but hey, we don't know what position he is in those games yet, because as we know, it could be an entirely different lineup for gym leaders in general, because as we know, things could have completely changed, because we don't know how it is yet. They could have took some gym leaders out, replaced a few, because only a few gym leaders have been confirmed. So right now we're going to talk about his team a little bit. As you guys know, after you beat the gym, basically when you return, he has a brand new set of Pokemon depending on the level you come and depending on how many times you beat him. So at the first time you see a Hitmonchan on this team, right now that could be a sign of Brawly going off to Kanto region and basically beefing up his team and, you know, finding new Pokemon. And he could have picked up Hitmonchan from one of the dojos, you know, because in the dojo in Sapphire City they give you one or the other. He could have trained with them, basically honing his skills to become this ultimate gym leader fighting and becoming like the master of the fighting type. Because as of right now, so much has passed. Like, so much time has passed. You guys don't know what could have possibly happened. As we know, these games are remakes, but they could also make them entirely different in the same way. Now, right there, that makes me think that that is possible that this Hitmonchan could still be on his team once we rebattle him in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Sapphire. Now, the Pokemon that I'm about to talk about next is none other than Scrafty. Scrafty was found in 5th gen. With that being said, he could have been found, you know, after the Unova split, and after, you know, X and Y came out. Brawly could have went over there, you know, he trained up his skills basically to see what new fighting type Pokemon was introduced, or the Pokemon from Unova could have been brought over to the area. You know, new Pokemon could have been sighted almost if it was like a different area, because you know at the end of Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red, you go to the Sevi Islands, and some Pokemon that are not normal and not familiar to the land are actually there. You get to run into Johto Pokemon, you get to run into Hoenn Pokemon, etc, etc, etc. So now what if the same option was given to Brawly? Now what if he goes into Savari Zone and actually runs into a Scrafty or a Scraggy? That'll be interesting for him to have, because he could have basically trained it up and, you know, use it. But also he does have this Pokemon in Pokemon Black and White too. Basically when you take it on the World Tournament, he has a Scrafty as well as a Minshao. Some of you people probably would say, why did I put Minshao on this team? Didn't put Minshao on the team because, you know, he has a lot of Pokemon that already has the move fake out. So Minshao is kind of a notable mention. Now going on to number 2, it could have been, I think it could be Hitmontop, because Hitmontop was a Pokemon that was already on his team when you beat him, coming back and returning and battling him in Emerald. And it could also be a result of him training his Hitmonchan. You know, basically after training his Hitmonchan could have offspring, and it could have evolved into Hitmontop. Right? Anybody feeling my speculation right there? Now, alright, so after more training, you come back and he has this beastly Hitmonchan. This is another Pokemon that comes from Emerald, as well as you get to see it as well as in the World Tournament. Now this Pokemon is originally from Kanto. Even in the cave back there, right behind Doofer Town, where you go ahead and encounter Steven, you see there are a few Machops there. That could have been a result of him going out there training and getting a Machop, and then he could have evolved into a Machoke. And then later, between these little splits, when X and Y came out, he could have traded off to his friend, and, you know, a friend could have gave it back, and when it returned, it would have been a beefed up Machop. Because as you know, in anime, Ash does train certain Pokemon. You know, Ash gives like certain Pokemon away to different people, and they sometimes pop back up in anime, like Charizard for instance. He went to the Dragon Valley for the Charizards, and then he pops back up in Pokemon Black and White like years after the fact. Now this is where things get a little bit interesting. I'm going to talk about Hariyama versus Medicham. Now right now on the screen you guys see Mega Medicham. The speculation behind Mega Medicham for me is, you know, that Pokemon was introduced in Black X and Y and that it was introduced in X and Y, you guys know that this Pokemon was like really powerful. This is a notable mention for his moveset. He has Drain Punch, Bullet Punch, Fake Out. This man is just he just puts in the number to find his work. He got Psycho Cut as well. Just imagine, you know, the Brawly having this Pokemon as a signature Pokemon. Now versus Hariyama, this could be his Makuhita after it evolves, because you know when you're gonna first take him on, he's gonna have a Makuhita. Now what if his Makuhita evolves and then their bonds get stronger and he actually gets a Mega Hariyama? Now that could be like high priority. You guys probably wondering, hey, Shino, you're probably jumping the gun a little bit, because Mega Hariyama, why would that possibly be a thing? They haven't introduced it yet without the games being released in 2 months. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the game's being released in 2 months, so why wouldn't they introduce Mega Hariyama if it's actually gonna be a thing? Now, we don't know. They could have dropped some news later in the game like they did towards Pokemon X and Y, because in Pokemon X and Y, most of the news dropped towards the end, right when the game was about to be released. Now, Mega Hariyama could be a potential thing. Now, what if that could be the structure and the bonds between him and that Makuhita that actually evolved and, you know, became like his great partner, because, you know, that was the same Makuhita that beat the shit out of Ash. But right there, that is pretty much the team that I built for him. Let me know your personal thoughts and opinions. Let me know what team you think he would have, or what Pokemon you think I should pull in and out off his team. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and comment, rate, subscribe, like I said before. If you're old to the channel, go ahead and smash that like button. And with this being said, this has been Shino. Go peace in the Middle East. Don't forget to bring your guns. I will blow your shit up. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, which is in the description below, where you can find updates on the channel and what's popping. So I'll see you guys later for the second upload of the day. You guys know I do 3 uploads a day now, so I'll see you guys then. Later.